Jamil, I see you in the building. Hit the like or take flight. I like it. I like it. Let me grab some more water. Let's go! What's up, people? Thank God it's Friday. Salute to everybody in the building. Everybody come in, get the preliminaries out the way. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's get this thing rocking and started. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a big conversation. We've seen it time and time again about this whole thing about the gender war, right? I'm going to take a different approach to the situation, all right? Salute. We've seen this conversation from men. We've seen it from women. We've seen it from the LGBTQ plus community. Look at me learning it. Okay. We've seen it from the gay community. We've seen it from all different sides, from white men to black men to white women to black women to Korean. We've seen the conversation. I want to do something different today, right? I totally believe that we've been getting it wrong, right? The issue is not that it's a man's fault, black man, or a woman's fault, black woman. I believe it's about experiences, because we all come from the same place. We've all come from the same damaged homes. We've all come from the same abuse, neglect. We all have the same story. If you listen to some of these content creators who promote the gender war, like they really are dead set on saying that men are the problem. They're dead set on saying women are the problem. If you really sit back and listen to them and you dissect their message, you notice that none of them really come from good homes. Salute. You ever notice that none of these people actually talk about their upbringing and how well their mother did, or how well their father did, or the parenting skills, or the love languages that promoted, the great times in school and at dinner and the sports and traveling, kids shit. You notice that none of these people had good family upbringing and backgrounds. And I said, the people that are the most famous for promoting gender wars online, these are the same people that had the most damaged backgrounds. Then I started thinking, I said, well, here's the issue when it comes to gender wars. Here's the issue. The issue is that I want you to be responsible for my pain. I want all men to be responsible for how I feel. I want all women to be responsible for how I feel. And really what it really boils down to is your experience. It has nothing to do with you being a man. It has nothing to do with you being a woman. I'm about to piss somebody off. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin, your genitalia. It has everything to do with experience. Your experience was bad. So therefore, that is what you have taken and held in. And now you're saying, I need someone else to be responsible for my experience as a man or as a woman. Think about it. For those people that grow up in single parent homes, and we're not just talking about women, we're talking about men too, right? If the person that raised you had a discontentment for the other parent, or for men or for women, 9 times out of 10, that discontentment is going to rub off on that child. You can't even stay in that household if you don't share the same discontentment. These people then go out and procreate. right? And because that's learned behavior, they now teach their children. It's a generational curse. What breaks that cycle is conversations like this. What breaks that cycle is when they go to their friend's house and their parents get along. You mean your parents, y'all sit down and eat at the same table? Y'all pray together? Y'all like, go back in the backyard and play catch and stuff? Well, this is new. That's what's happening. What's happening is that the hatred, the bitterness, the discontentment, the toxicity, the narcissism, whatever you teach your child, they're now going out into the real world and learning different stuff, which keeps them. That's why they move away. Let me tell you the truth. You ever met that woman or that man that says, I don't deal with my parents. I don't talk to them. Because they don't share the same hatred. They don't share the same discontentment for life anymore. So that's why they don't mess. Well, you got to leave some people alone sometimes. You got to leave some people in the dust sometimes. And that's what happens with a lot of people. As you level up, you separate. As you mature, the distance between what you used to be or what you used to know, then you see it in your rearview mirror. Well, let me break this down. I noticed that this gender war is about who is more wrong, who is to blame, who is more damaged. When the truth of the matter is, you're damaged based on your experience. You're damaged based on your experience. And once we start saying that, well, my damage is more than your damage don't mean anything. That's why I hear a lot of the conversations like happening right now. It's like, my damage is all that matters as a woman. My damage is all that matters as a man. When at the end of the day, the real conversation is, have you been helped? Have you healed? Have you gotten over whatever experience that you went through to make you have a discontentment for other people? It is very easy that when you're going through something that you find a voice. Unfortunately, for most people, they find people that have been hurt and they rally behind that hurt person. They don't rally behind healed people, right? Some people go to church and some people say, okay, hey, Pastor, I'm here. Hey, God is good. Texas T, I see you. God is good. I'm here for the conversation, etc. But a lot of people who don't want to go the spiritual route, they find other leadership. They find other voices. And it's not even to lead them out the darkness, but they find something else to navigate to. And that's what I see here online. I see a lot of people navigating towards people, right? Listening to their voice. And no matter what they say, that's what they want to buy into. Shout out to Miss Coco BX. She had a live last night or whatever the case may be. I was having some technical difficulties or whatever the case may be with the little weather or whatever the case may be. But I got a chance to listen to her live, and I think that she did a great job at breaking down a situation that I had with Cynthia G supporter. And I really was going to take a different approach, but as I looked deeper into the situation, you know what I'm saying? I have a big heart for people. Salute. And my issue was I didn't want to cause this woman any more embarrassment than she's already causing herself, right? And I'm trying to make sure I'm delicate with this situation. Matter of fact, before I even get into that, let me play something for you guys that I heard a gentleman saying today about the gender wars and how basically when you start off with that narrative of men versus women, you know what I'm saying? Where do you go from that? Let me play a little bit of that. Fair use. Let me play a little bit of that and see. This guy's name is CJ.
While I'm on my way to work, so I'm not going to be on here too long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop at Dunkin' Donuts. But I just thought this popped in my mind, right? There is no transition from the gender war / dysfunctional relationship content creation space. Whether it's on YouTube, reality TV, or even if it's on an actual network show, there is no transition.
Do you guys believe that there's a transition? Like where does the Cynthia G go without, after this? Where does the, well, we, RIP to Kevin Samuels, but where do you go after the conversations about who's better? Men versus women, women are better, men are better. Like, where do you go after that conversation? What's the next step? What do we expect the next step to be? So he was making some points. Again, salute to CJ Has Something to Say, which is the name of the channel. Fair use.
I want you to think about it. Think about your favorite YouTubers. Think about the OGs. Think about before the red pill was popular, before the manosphere was popular, before all of this stuff. Think about people who were doing this 5, maybe even 10 years ago. None of them have been able to successfully transition to something else.
Said hell.
Like, you don't get on a gender war, the trolling black men, trolling black women train, and then say, you know what? I had my fun, I had my time, I made my money. Now I'm going to go ahead and live this happily married life with my wife, and I took my
and this is what I find very interesting. It's very interesting that we promote a gender war online, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier with OKSB. The young lady that did a reaction video to me, salute to her. But I wanted to do this, right? If you are going to be in a gender war, have your shit together. Let me say this real clear, real quick. Have your shit together. Do not be the weakest link. Do not be the weakest link. And this is why I tell people on a reoccurring basis, know your damn worth. Because you will be arguing with someone on an app trying to prove that you are father of the year, mother of the year, you in the best relationship, you got it all, nothing is wrong. And then in real life, shit happens. When you get off the app, shit happens. Hit the like button, I'm going in. In real life, when you get off the app, you have to go back to goddamn what's really going on in your life. And unfortunately, you sit online and we'll call names and we'll act like we are the biggest and the baddest and we got all the shit that we need in our life, and then get offline and go back to the real shit that is going on in our life. Unfortunately, I had someone do a reaction video about me saying something about Cynthia G. I was a Dusty, I was a this, I was a that, and that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is that your real life is effed up. That's what bothers me. What bothers me is that we'll sit and say, let me address your kids. But you ain't got your kids. You're literally online talking about a GoFundMe to get lawyers to get access to your kids. How are you in a gender war? Salute. It's been a minute. How are you in a goddamn gender war? And that's what kills me about men and women online as we collide. It's like the people we should be teaming up with, building with, bringing in, we push away. We attack. We disrespect. And that's why I said I didn't want to go at the young lady in a heinous way. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I felt sorry for her. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's just probably me just having a big heart. But I felt sorry for her. You can't say, oh, let me do this. Let me see if I can find this, man. Hold on. Because I think that it does drive home. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Give me 1 minute. What is that lady name? Let me see something. I want to play this, fair use. I want to play this so that way you guys can understand what it is that I'm saying. Let me see if I can find it. Hmm. I don't know if this is it or not. That's definitely not it. Okay, this might be. Let's see. I want you guys to listen to this real quick. Fair use. Now, again, if you are in a gender war, whether you support Cynthia G, Kevin Samuels, Tommy Sotomayor, whoever it is that you support, right? You can't be the weakest link. You can't be online calling people names, talking about people's children, needing a place to stay, not having transportation, not in a solidified relationship or have a support system. You can't do it. It don't add up. It don't add up. I would not expect someone that puts out a video like this to be online calling anybody dusty. I wouldn't expect it. And I'm driving home a point. You can't be involved in a gender war when in real life you're in a war trying to get your kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't be in a gender war. You can't be saying, well, I'm better than you. Well, what makes you better than, if I have access to my kids and you don't, what makes you better? If I have a place to stay with my name on it, what makes you better? If I have a car that I can drive, what makes you better? If I don't rely on someone else to pay something for me, what makes you better? You can't be in a gender war. And instead of your sisters, listen, let me tell you something. Instead of your subscribers, instead of your supporters, instead of your family members telling you, hey, sis, you can't beat, this is when reality hits. This is when reality hits. The people that know you in real life let you sit online and let you do that, knowing damn well there's a lot of other things you should be fighting. You shouldn't be fighting strangers online. You shouldn't be throwing insults online when you have real life shit to contest with, real life shit to do. And this is what I see a lot of people in these gender wars. In real life, they got so much shit that they're fighting. What they do is, because they don't have a voice in real life, they don't have support in real life, they come online and they spread and promote all this discontentment for black men and women, and we supposed to take it. I want you guys to listen to this video. It's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And I want you to ask yourself, is this woman in a position to be online promoting a gender war? Is she in position to say black men are dusty, they are trash bags, they shouldn't have been born, etc., etc., etc.? Is this a person that can really pick up Cynthia G's message and elevate it to the highest extent? Listen to it.
Hey guys, this is your girl Bossy, aka Grace. I'm starting a new GoFundMe. Why? To help me pay for my lawyer fees, to track down my children and their fathers, and also to pay court-ordered attorney fees. So, a little bit of background. So last year, I was fighting for custody of my 12-year-old to terminate temporary custody. They found out at the time that I was homeless, and
This woman told me I'm probably living with my mama. Rest in power to my mother. This woman told me that I probably don't even have pictures of my children in my home. while looking, while looking, damn, you can't see it right now, while looking at pictures of my children in my home? Why are you promoting a Cynthia G's message? Why are you a part of a gender war? Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't make sense. And it would be mind-blowing to go back and forth with someone who is in a real life fight, a real life battle, a real life war. Let me be real when people say, who's more damaged, men or women? No, it's the experience. Right now, you are experiencing a high level of trauma. You know what you shouldn't be doing? Online, trying to take that shit out on black men. Black men are not your problem. You are your problem. You are your misfortune. You are the person putting yourself in a position where it's like, damn, the same man that I'm condemning, hell, I should be saying, I'm starting to GoFundMe. This is why, et cetera, looking for donations. But see, this is what we do. The people that we should be saying, let me humble myself. We act like we're better than. This go for men and women. We act like we're better than. Well, what makes you better? This is the questions that I was asking Cynthia G followers. This is the question that I asked all of these people that promote these hate speeches. What makes you better? Because I'm trying to figure out, when you say, I need a GoFundMe, let me explain something to you guys. First of all, that means you have no money in the bank, right? That means you have no family around you that can band together or come together to raise the funds or give you the funds. Not raise the funds, but give you the funds. That means you don't have friends. That means you don't have people around you, right? Whether it's white zaddy, whether it's whoever it is that you deal with, you don't have enough people around you to raise $5,000. You don't have enough people around you to get a retainer fee for a lawyer, but you're online promoting a Cynthia G speech. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that seems kind of crazy to me. That seems kind of weird to me. This is what we do to one another. Instead of dealing with the issues that we have in our own homes, with our own lives, what we do is we come to social media and we pretend that we got our shit together. That's why I don't preach I'm better than you. That's why I don't cheerlead and jump up and down and say I'm perfect. That's why I don't sit here and attack women and attack men, because in real life, there are things going on. Karma is kicking your ass, ma'am. Life is kicking your ass, ma'am. Read the shirt. That's what this is about. Tough love. You're playing online. You're attacking people online. But in real life, you really need help. Serious help. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Come on. Fair use.
I'm starting a new GoFundMe. Why?
I'm starting a new GoFundMe. So this is not the only one. I'm starting another GoFundMe. These are the people that say they promote divestment. Oh yeah, I need to hit that like button. These are the people, black men and women, listen to me. These are the people that say they want to leave you alone. These are the people that say we're leaving your community. We're leaving you alone as a black man. You're no good. We're leaving you alone as a black woman. You're no good. These are the type of people that we need to say, no, please don't leave. Come back. We need you. Whatever you, please come back. These are the people that we should be begging. Please procreate with us. Please. I'm sorry. I
To
can't.
help me pay for my lawyer fees, to track down my children.
To track down your children. I know where my children are. Pay for my lawyer fees and to track down my children. Why are you online calling people dusty? Why are you online attacking black men? Why are you online promoting is this a Cynthia? Is that your leader? Thank you. I appreciate that, Ms. Williams. Thank you. Is that your leader? This is why I say we can't promote hate speech. This is why, because the people that says I rally behind a Cynthia G message, these are the people that is rallying behind that message. And then what happens is you meet a good guy, good guy, right? And you try to throw that, oh, you're a dusty and you're a trash bag and you're this and all of these names, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are the type of people that you're dealing with. People that says, help me raise money for lawyers and to find my kids. Oh my God. Talk about irrational. Where are the women that are saying, ma'am, go get your shit together? Same thing for guys. Bro, listen, if you online promoting hate speech for women and you got a background story like that, you need to go get your shit together because guess what? You are the weakest link. You're the weakest link. We don't want to hear from you. The shit you're saying sounds crazy as hell when you put your real life into that narrative. You're online promoting this whole stereotypical situation that you are just because you're black and you promoted a lot of colorism too. Not only gender bashing, but colorism and racism. You know what I'm saying? So I really should be really going in hard, but I ain't gonna do that. But this is, I want to teach right now. Like, I really want to examine and break things down. This is why I tell you, young men and women, period, no matter what color you are, be mindful of the person that's always throwing out insults, always trying to look for the worst in you. They are deflecting. They are really talking about how bad they are, how messed up their life is. You mention my children, and you don't know where your children are. You mentioned needing a lawyer. And it's like, well, don't you got family members? You've divested, so where is Brad? Where is David? Where is Michael? Every time I ask the simplistic question, where are the people that you divested to that make your life better? No one can ever show me these imaginary men and women. No one can show me these people. Let's finish this thing. Let's finish.
And their fathers, and also to pay court-ordered attorney fees.
Hold on, wait a minute.
And their fathers, and also.
What about their fathers?
And their fathers, and also to pay.
Fair
Why?
use.
To help me pay for my lawyer fees, to track down my children, and their fathers, and also to pay.
To track down their Jesus Christ. To track down her children and their fathers. Why are you in a gender war online? Why does somebody like you think a Cynthia G's message resonates with you? How bad black men are. Let me tell you something. In order for a court, and you guys in the comments, you guys let me know, in order for a court, a jury, to take away your children, to take away children from a mother, you have to be doing some shit. You have to be involved in some shit. Something has to happen egregious on your side as the mother for a judge to tell you they're going to take away your kids. And this is the logic of it. I don't even think she realizes, you understand what I'm saying? What she's saying. There is no way in hell I would turn around and say, let me get into a gender war and promote this message of hate when I got this message of need going on. You ain't got time to hate. Because in your real life, which supersedes YouTube, it showcases you're in a position of need. You're in a position of humbleness. You're in a position of shut the hell up and receive a blessing. If I'm looking for my kids, if I'm trying to get my kids back, what I don't need to do is be promoting hatred online. I guess I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost. You are the weakest link if there is a gender war going on. But let me tell you something. When they talk about who is the most damaged, ladies and gentlemen, our experience is what makes us damaged. Our experience. And if you sit down and you listen to men and you listen to women, I don't care if they're black, white, or indifferent. If you sit down and listen to their stories, a lot of them, regardless of what race they are, right? Here's the thing. They've all had the same experience. Somebody violated me. They disrespected me. They abused me. They took advantage of me. They both have the same damn story. So imagine you sitting back talking about, nope, if you're a woman, it's worse. Nope, if you're a man, it's worse. No, it's not. It's the damn experience. You've went through some shit. But instead of finding people brave enough to tell you to heal, go get therapy. You got people online trying to tell you nothing's wrong with you. Can you imagine this Empress female talking about, I need a GoFundMe to go find my goddamn kids? Can you imagine her saying, black men, you're sorry. Black men, you don't love your kids. Black men, you're deadbeats. You're dusties. You're trash bags. And black men that are not those things supposed to sit back and say, well, you're right. Whatever you say. Because I don't know my worth.
Pay court-ordered attorney fees. So, a little bit of background. So last year, I was fighting for custody of my 12-year-old to terminate temporary custody. They found out at the time that I was homeless. And because I had 2 cases open in 2 different counties, my children's father and their grandmother, and her grandmother, which is her dad's mom, asked for attorney fees and they were awarded, but I can't afford to pay the attorney's fees. I was just living in my car, homeless. I have a pending disability case.
Ma'am, you were living in your car homeless. I'm trying to go get help. Go get help. Black men are not your problem. The issue is, and the problem is that you don't have enough people around you that care about you, that love you, that want to see you win. Now, I don't know if it's because of your attitude. I don't know if it's because your outlook on life. I don't know if you feel that you are owed something. I don't know what it is, but if you have a story where you say, I was living in my car, I was homeless, The courts took my kids. I don't know where my kids at. I need to get a GoFundMe for lawyers and to track down their daddies, etc. You are not in a position to talk about black men. You are not in a position to point the finger as if you are the better individual. It's scary that you would have the audacity to project such hatred and vitriol for someone else when you yourself are going through so much hardship. If you should be the queen of optimism, you should be the queen of happiness, you should be the boss of positivity. You're antagonizing someone. You know what's so funny? Before I even knew your situation, I knew that we wasn't in the same league, which is crazy. Before I even knew your situation and your story, I knew, listening to you, we wasn't in the same league. Go get help. This is for not only her, but for men and women who promote a hate speech, that promote this gender war, because all of y'all are full of shit. All of y'all are full of shit. All of y'all come from backgrounds where you've experienced all this type of pain and trauma and hurt, and all you do is you suck all that in and you spit it out every time you talk, whether it's on your platform, whether it's through texts, whether it's through like everything about you says ill, disgusting, low self-esteem, jealousy, hatred. Now, I used to think it was self-hate. It's not self-hate. It's not self-hate. Nope. It's a hate because you see people that have been through things and they're still smiling. They still believe. They still enjoy life. They found happiness despite how much trial and tribulation they've been through. That's what you hate. You hate the fact that somebody else has a smile on their face. You hate the fact that, well, how come I can't find, I'm about to piss somebody off. How come it didn't work for me? How come I don't have someone looking out for me, someone to love me, someone to protect me? Well, it must be all black men's fault. It must be all black women's fault. But then when you start seeing examples of good black men and women, you never speak on those good black men and women. Somebody get Cynthia and tell her I'm talking. You never showcase the good. It's always the bad. And then you have women like this. Women that need GoFundMes for lawyers to find their kids. Women that have been living in their cars, talking about they're homeless. These are the same women online projecting at black men, talking about you ain't no good as a black man. Well, I got some place to bring my kids to live. I know where my kids are. And even if for some reason I couldn't do nothing, the mothers will provide. They have a place to stay. They're not online screaming and hollering, GoFundMe. These people that are in gender wars are retarded. They're stupid. They're dumb. You're fighting against people that possibly could be helping you. You made videos and got less than 200 views, promoting disrespect, promoting this, promoting that, all of this heinous stuff. Instead of saying, you know what, man, this guy possibly, if I go on his platform and have a conversation, maybe he'll help me push my story out and get me some support to get me to my goal. But nope, I'm going to support a woman I don't know. I'm going to support hate speech that I may or may not believe in. But the thing about it is you hate yourself more. You hate yourself more. You hate the predicament that you're in, but you too lazy to get out of it. So you sit online, doll yourself up, and you hope to God that someone is blinded by what you're doing and they can't see the real you. Baby girl, I am tough love. I can see the real you. I can listen to your voice, look at your mannerisms, look at what you say you promote. And I know it's not about shit. But this is not just for you. It's for everybody that promotes this gender war as if it's some type of badge of honor. I hate men. I hate women. Well, you're projecting all that hatred, and really all you're saying is there's something going on. There's an experience that I've had that I haven't healed from. And instead of finding someone to help you heal, you found someone to help you project. Let's get back to it.
I have a pending disability case for PTSD and major depressive disorder.
Oh my God, this shit is getting worse. PTSD and major depressive disorder.
I was in the hospital last year, and I'm just now smooth sailing a little bit, but I'm still not working a full-time job.
What the fuck? Bruh. Bruh! 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 Let it play. Let it play. Let it play. Let it play.
I'm still trying to stay on top of my studies in school. And I'm talking to the lawyers that I just hired, and I'm on a payment plan that basically I have to pay his attorney's fees, which is $2,200. I can't afford that.
You are someone that wants to divest as a black woman from black men. You say or you think that the grass is greener on the other side. Why haven't you found a white man that will pay your lawyer fees? Why haven't you found a white woman that will pay your lawyer fees? If divestment is the key, if divestment is the bee's knees, if divestment is what's up, and we as black men should be mad and upset that you don't want to deal with black men anymore. Why is it that you cannot show us the white person that is so willing to ride in on their white horse and save you? How can you have all of these problems and nobody white has said, I got you, boo-boo, sugar plum, honey foot, pudding butt? I listen to you spew out all of these insults for a black man you don't even know. But then you have a video like this begging for support. Are you begging for support from white people? Because it can't be black people. So it must be white people. PTSD, depression, homelessness, loss of custody for your kids. God damn. Tara says we must take accountability for our own choices. Yes, we must stop blaming everybody else and point the finger and look at ourselves. The hell with a gender war. The hell with a gender war. Half the people in the gender war do not have their shit together. I said what I said. I'm about to piss. So you know the rest of it. Half the people in those gender wars that pride themselves on speaking out against black men and speaking out against black women, they don't have their shit together. Whether it's financially, mentally, or morally. Well, I got 18 cars and I got 18 mansions but you ain't got common sense. Your morals are messed up. You have a woman that's going through all of this stuff and she's sitting online bashing black men. Why? She's sitting online promoting a Cynthia G message of hate speech. Why? And you have all of this turmoil going on in your real life. The second you get off that app, you got to go back to trying to raise lawyer fees. You got to go back to try to find your children.
I also had to hire my own representation, which costs just as much. So I'm asking for $5,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I tell you your support system matters. You see, in real life, forget the social media bit. This is why I say in real life. That's why I don't sit online and fake beef. A lot of these fake beef ass people is funny to me because in real life, this type of shit goes on and they have no family, no friends, no church family, no colleagues, no support system. They validate themselves off of likes, off of small ass donations, off of some type of validation and appreciation for doing the most heinous bullshit, and in real life have nothing to show for it. This woman has nothing to show for. All of the disrespectful shit she says has nothing to show. 5K. You promote divestment to the day that you die. You promote hate for black men to the day that you die, and you ain't got one person that can help you or give you $5,000. No mom, no dad, no uncle, no aunt, no grandparents, no college friends, no school, childhood friends, no Brads, no Michaels, no Karens. You have nothing. You realize how major that is? You have nothing. That's what it boils down. That's the realization of it. You have nothing. So how can you be promoting hate? How can you be in a position to promote hate? And that's what a lot of these content creators do. They sit online and they promote the most heinous actions because they need someone to listen to them. They are crying out for help. They're crying out for support. You guys think, oh, ha, 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 that sounds funny. Ha, 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 they really got them. Ha, ha. No. They need your attention because in real life, they don't get attention. They need your validation because in real life, they don't get validation. They need your support because in real life, they don't get support. Y'all don't get that? This is a means to say, hey, y'all, be my friend. Hey, y'all, appreciate me. That's what social media has become. People are more or less promoting a character because they can't promote their real self. Online, you are the epitome of manhood. Online, you are the epitome of womanhood. Online, you got your shit. Everything about you is just great, grand, and whatever until you get offline and start your GoFundMe.
Just to help me pay for these lawyers so I can get my girls back. I'm stable enough now to be able to gain custody. It's not that I ever lost custody, it's just a lot of legal issues, and my baby's fathers refused to cordially co-parent.
Be mindful when you speak, somebody may be listening. Okay? If you are not stable enough to feed your children, to clothe your children, to house your children, to protect your children, the court system is going to take that into consideration, right? The issue here is you are asking for help while still trying to take jabs at the baby fathers. Well, if the court gave custody to the baby daddies, there's a reason for that. So right now ain't the time to be throwing jabs. It's time to get your shit together. Do you understand? The baby daddies ain't online starting GoFundMes. The baby daddies ain't online attacking black women. A lot of times when people think that they're destroying someone else, embarrassing someone else, exposing someone else, you're really exposing yourself. Right now, your focus should be getting custody of your children or co-parenting, getting your household situation squared away, doing the things that you need to do. And the fact of the matter is you don't have anybody around you stable enough, articulate enough, salute Big Pressure. You don't have anybody around you to tell you, get your stuff together, focus on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, socially, spiritually. Focus on you. Heal. Heal. There is not an insult in the world that's going to remove you from your responsibilities as a woman. Let me say that again. There is not an insult in the world. No matter how much you insult black women, no matter how much you insult black men, hell, no matter how much you insult the black community, you still have to go back to your real life. You get online and you show your ass. You give everybody your ass to kiss. And then what happens is you have to go back to your real life and beg the same people that you hope they forgive and forget, and they don't remember that 5 minutes ago there was every bit of dusties and trash bags. Now you're saying, help me raise $5,000. Help me get my kids back. Help me get stable. Well, I don't think when you ask for help is a bad thing. I think when you expect help, but you criticize and you downgrade others, that's foolishness. That's asinine. That's absurd.
So I have to take them to court so that I don't go to, it's a lot. But if you guys have questions, just let me know. I'm going to be begging. Because I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford this. It's going to send me back to the mental hospital. And I'm just trying to be happy. So that's how.
You're trying to be happy. Let me help you out with your happiness. Let me give you some tough love. All right. Salute, collective. I see you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going through something in real life, okay, deal with it. Don't try to hide away from it on social media. It's retarded. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the experience. It's no more man's fault than it is woman's fault. Okay, so don't get yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't get yourself caught up in a situation where it's I'm blaming men for my personal situation. I'm blaming women for my personal situation. No, these are people that are going through experiences in life and they have to learn how to heal. They have to learn how to get through whatever it is that has stunted their maturity and their growth. You know, we can't dictate to people how fast they heal. The only thing that we can do is encourage them to heal. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to encourage people to heal. I understand that in real life, people have a lot of shit going on. In real life, they have a lot of shit going on. And the last thing that we need to do is people come to social media to escape whatever it is that they got going on. Right? And depending on if it's good or bad, you can always tell. Like if it's bad, they'll make up this bad guy character. Online, I'm invincible. Online, I can't be touched. Online, I'm better than you. You ever see those type of characters? But then they go back to real life. So when I see certain people do certain things, you know, I really don't even laugh. I just look at it like, because I understand what they're doing. But I also understand that you need messages like this to kind of resonate and get out there. That's why I always encourage people, hit that like button and push this message out there, because there's not a lot of messages like this. There are a lot of people that will get behind gender wars, that will say it is women's fault because Eve bit that apple. Eve bit that apple in the Garden of Eden. Then you'll get other people. Well, black men are supposed to be the leaders of the household. Everybody's using all these narratives and have all of these facts and statistics to back up their argument, when at the end of the day, if you listen long enough, black men and black women have the same damn experiences. Same abuse levels, same disrespect levels, same violation levels, same border levels of hey, at one point in time you couldn't vote. At one point in time you couldn't own property. At one point in time you couldn't do it. They have the same story if you sit back. The issue that we're having right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that we expect women who come from the same damaged households as black men for one to be better than the other, when they both have experienced the same things, right? Find black men back in the Jim Crow era, probably even sooner. Hey, we want our voices to be heard. Black power. We want our voices to be heard. Okay, so now we fast forward and women are saying we want our voices to be heard. You're not going to silence us. Sound like the same fight to me. For just as many women that say they've been taken advantage of, right? There are just as many men who have been taken advantage of. So that what I'm saying is the abuse exists, the disrespect exists, the discontentment exists on both sides. But we're picking and choosing who to point the finger at, when at the end of the day, it's everybody's experience. That's what we should be contesting. What was your experience growing up? When we talk about who's to blame, we should be talking about what caused the damage, not who's to blame. What caused the damage? We talk about single mothers, we talk about single fathers, we talk about homes that have promoted and produced discontentment for the other parent, discontentment for the other gender, and these kids grow up trying to please their parents by joining in on the discontentment, or they became victims of that discontentment. So when you say, well, a lot of people that promote the gender wars, why don't you have a good relationship with your parents? Look at their face, look at their body language, look at how they respond, look at the things that they say in their videos about them. Why don't you have a good relationship with your father? Why don't you have a good relationship with your mother? You notice that these people that promote these gender wars, they never talk about how good their parents were to each other, how good their parents were to them. It's always either I had a mother or I had a father, and this one didn't like that one, or my home wasn't all of that, etc., etc. None of them come from happy homes because they didn't see balance. They don't promote balance. They promote discontentment because they grew up listening to a parent blame the other parent for their unhappiness. And they adopted it. They accepted it. And it takes healthy people to help them heal. It takes people who know better to help them heal. It takes people who are brave enough that's not playing follow the leader on social media to say, hey, whoa, 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 it's okay to think for yourself. You don't have to stay with that same discontentment you grew up with. Because of that bad relationship, that doesn't reflect all. It reflects individual. It takes people, CC, salute. It just takes people to sit back and care enough to actually have a conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get out of here. Thank God it's Friday. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm hoping that you put something around you that's going to make you feel good, make you feel happy about life, optimistic, having an enthusiastic will to live, excited. And I'm hoping that you can spread that and make that contagious around you with the people that's around you. If you don't have a support system, right? Here is how you build one. Find good people. Every time you make a post online, hey, I'm looking for someone to go to a museum with if anybody's interested. I'm looking for someone to go out and take a walk on the beach if anybody's interested. I'm looking for someone to start a book club if anybody's interested. We ask about everything else. We research everything else but how to make us better. We research all the things that'll make us bad, put ourselves in all of the places where they talk about the most heinous shit, but we will not put ourselves in places where people will challenge us to be better. That's what this is about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tough Love. Until next time, daughter, I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you to all the moderators and for all of the returning visitors or whatever. If you are new, please hit that bell, hit that like button so that way you know when we go on live. Help promote the message. Salute. Peace out.